Remarkable high-frequency detail thanks to a unique tweeter design and excellent sound quality at an astonishingly low price. We're taking a look at the Adam Audio T5V monitors. They're active desktop speakers for DJ producers on a budget. Adam is a well-loved German brand that produces top-shelf speaker monitors used in recording studios around the world, and the T5V speakers, along with the larger T7V speakers, are the company's entry into the bedroom producer and home studio market. It's cool to work in a big studio and be surrounded by gear that costs as much as a house and even a car sometimes, but these days, dance music is increasingly being made on a computer and often in a laptop in a home studio. And that's why having a decent pair of monitors, along with some acoustic treatment, is more important than ever. If you're on a tight budget, you're more likely to get more creative work done at home than at a pricey commercial studio where you're renting time. So, let's take a look at these speakers. The Adam Audio T5V is a near-field monitor speaker for home and bedroom studio use. It's got a 5-inch woofer with an Adam Audio designed UART 1.9-inch ribbon tweeter. Adam Audio is known for its legendary XR tweeters, such as those found on the popular A7X monitors, and the UART is the company's latest tweeter for budget monitoring that still employs a ribbon element, giving you those signature silky highs that Adam Audio is known for. The rear has a bass port, RCA unbalanced and XLR balanced inputs, a level control, high frequency and low frequency boost and cut switches for tuning to your room, a power switch, and a 3-prong IEC socket. The high and low frequency switches are a nice addition because this can help address frequency issues that you've got in your room. If you're placing it on a desk near a wall, for example, that tends to accentuate the low frequencies, especially since this is a rear-ported speaker. So you may find that you need to engage the low frequency cut switch. Okay, now let's talk about the sound. It's impossible for me to let you hear how these speakers sound, but let me tell you, the T5V sound amazing, especially given its price and size. I've got them placed in my bedroom on top of my desk, and they are an absolute joy to listen to. The highs are detailed and crisp without being fatiguing, the mids are clear, and the lows are just enough to get by for bedroom productions. If you need more oomph, you can pick up a companion Adam Audio subwoofer, which we hope to review as well. Now, my room is tiny, by the way. It's around 10 square meters. I try to be a minimalist, and the T5Vs give me more than enough juice. I can monitor at relatively low levels to hear if my mix is packing the right amount of energy, and I can turn them up when I want to look for details or if I want to spot playback inconsistencies. I can imagine that these would be perfect for the bedroom DJ or producer who lives in a studio apartment or maybe a one-bedroom condo. It sounds good at both low and loud volume levels. Now, I also have a writing space in my living room, which is much larger than my bedroom, thankfully, and they also sound pretty good there, though I found myself wanting to turn up the volume more just so I can hear more of the low end. This is where the aforementioned Adam Audio sub would come in handy. A 5-inch woofer can only reproduce so much low end, and it really is a matter of psychoacoustics and physics. I reckon for this room, the bigger T7V model, which packs a 7-inch woofer, might be a better option than the T5V, but for most tiny bedrooms and tiny houses, if you're into the tiny house movement, the T5V is more than enough. I wrote a few tunes using these monitors and checked my mixes from my main studio. I use a pair of Focal Twin 6BEs, which you can see behind me, and of course they cost 10 times as much, around 2,000 bucks a piece. And I also work with Barefoot Main 27s once in a while if I'm at a different studio, which are fantastic monitors. They're used by legendary producers like Butch Vig, and they're even more expensive than the Focal Twins, and you know, I love those speakers, but I don't think I'd like to sell any more body parts just to buy them. Now, I was happy with how the T5V sounded during the production process, but I was even more satisfied at how they performed as an alternate pair of monitors to check my mix. The T5V tends to favor the high frequencies, thanks to its proprietary UART tweeters, no doubt, so I was able to peel back some layers in the highs that weren't immediately apparent while mixing on my larger Focal Twin monitors. Even the largest recording studios in the world, with monitors that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, always have an alternate pair of speakers to check their mixes on. Usually that would be a pair of Yamaha NS10s, which I've got behind me as well. If you already own a favorite pair of monitors, adding the T5Vs and checking your mix on them is an excellent way to cross-reference the tune that you're working on because it gives you a different high-quality look which complements your monitoring palette that should also include low-quality or consumer playback devices, stuff like smartphones, tablets, and built-in laptop speakers. The Adam Audio T5V is for the contemporary bedroom DJ producer who demands high-quality monitoring at an amazing value. It blows away active monitor speakers in its price range and even some older, more expensive models from consumer brands like Audio and KRK. The imaging is excellent given the size and the price. Details and the high frequencies pop out thanks to the proprietary tweeters that Adam Audio is famous for, though again they're not the same as the revered XR tweeters found on higher end models, the cheapest of which clocks in at almost twice the price. You can Google for the Adam Audio A3X. The sound is also fantastic here. Again, given the price tag, just can't state that enough, and it tends to fall on the brighter side of monitor speakers, which isn't a bad thing at all. Gear for home studios has improved in leaps and bounds from when DAWs entered the markets in the late 90s, and Adam Audio's latest monitors are proof that these days you don't have to blow huge amounts of cash to get great sound in your bedroom or home studio. I haven't given a 5-star rating for anything yet this year, but man, I'd give this one 6 stars if I could. I love it to bits. Adam Audio has really raised the bar when it comes to budget speakers. They're in a class of their own. Skip the KRK Rockets, the Audio AV42s, and the entry-level Mackie CR3. Just save a bit more and go straight to these. You won't regret it, I promise. Adam Audio sent these in for me to review and return, and I'm going to have to apologize to them right now because they're not leaving my home studio, and no, you are not getting these back. Sorry, guys. So that's it for the short talk through of the Adam Audio T5Vs. Amazing budget studio monitors. I got a full review of them over at the Digital DJ Tips site. The link is in the description box below. Hit the thumbs up and like buttons and share this with your online friends and enemies. My name is Joey. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you next time.